I love that Nintendo Switch!
What's going on, Switch fam? It's your boy QKG, and I'm hitting y'all up with something a little bit different today. This is actually the old crew of the DoubleEdge podcast. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce y'all to some of these good homies. We're gonna start off with the good homie himself, Dom, aka Four Wheels of the Mic. Go ahead and say what's up to the people, boy.
What's going on, people? It's good to be back.
Hey, and then we got the good homie over here that we call Mufasa, or James Earl Jones, because he got a deep ass voice. Go ahead and say what's up to the people, Matt.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the nerd session. Let the nigga tree begin.
Yes. Let's dive into this because we got a lot of stuff to talk about, and mainly the first topic, just because it's happening a lot right now. And also, if you guys don't know how this podcast is going to be structured, we're just going to talk about topics: gaming, comics, movies, music, whatever it could be. We're just going to go through the list that I got on the notes here, and then we're just going to, at the end, anybody that got something to share, they're going to share it at the end. So let me get y'all the first topic. So these two, as of right now, they got blessed. They got Final Fantasy VII Remake on their PS4. And your boy ain't got one, so I ain't played it. So since that game got remade, and this is just a good question, since a lot of games are being remade now, what games do you think you guys would like to see a remake on? And I'm definitely going to hold mine for the end. So Dom, real quick, what game have you played? It could be any game in the past that you played that you would love to see a full remake on.
Well, most of the games I've played are gonna get a full remake, so but I really would. I can't wait to see what the Legend of Dragoon thing is, because the Kickstarter actually, that crowdfunding actually came through.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But what I would love to see like a remake of is either Jet Set Radio Future, of course, or maybe Final Fantasy X would be dope.
Yes.
A 7 remake a little bit, because I don't know how it would feel though, combat wise. Like I can see why 7. Yeah, I'll get into that a little bit later. My ideas about 7. Metal Gear Solid 1. For the PS2, not the 80s version, even though we're not gonna go there. Metal Gear Solid 1 would be dope.
Interesting. Okay. That's definitely a nice choice.
Yeah, but that's it.
Metal Gear Solid 1. That is interesting.
Oh, and Legacy of Kain too.
I'm glad you said that. I was actually low-key thinking that like last week, because I was watching cutscenes on I think it was Legacy of Kain 2 or whatever on the PS2, and I was like, yo, this game was actually really ahead of its time, and the original was too. So that's some pretty good picks, because that's both.
that story is epic, and you gotta be a fan to really like the Legacy of Kain.
Bro, if you guys have never seen that beginning cutscene, it was so dope, man. I never played it back on the PlayStation because I was scared of it for some reason. But when I played it back on the emulator, like way back in the day, that's when I was like, yo, this game is actually legit. So definitely make sure you guys watch that first cutscene, because it'll make you want to learn more about the game and get invested. Matt, what games do you want to see a remake on if it ain't been made already?
Alright, there's 2. Alright. Those of you that are part of the audience and have played Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man for PS4, I completed it, which is really easy to do. But I want that engine to be in a remake for anybody and everybody that has played Spider-Man Webs of Shadows. I want a remake of Spider-Man Webs of Shadows. I need it. And then. Secondly, I want the same map and the updated version of Prototype 1.
Bro, I'm so glad you said that, bro, because I remember we were talking about that game a lot, man. That's a good ass pick, man.
Prototype 1 just updated with it could be even a backstory of what happened between the two games. But just that alone would be enough. But I know I'll probably never see it. Either one.
I mean, if Activision gets some act right, hopefully. I mean, if
It's Activision, bro.
Their main focus is Warzone right now, probably Black Ops 5 and Call of Duty Mobile. I really hope to see the Prototype series come back, or at least I hope somebody buys it from them or something, because that was actually a really good series.
What ended up happening with the Prototype series, it was sold and it was bought back, and then the director of it and the creator of it literally disappeared. I'm like, this nigga dropped off the map. I don't know what happened to him. I'm really into the series. I had a couple complaints with Prototype 2, but it was still other points boosted it. But other than that, I just love the idea of the whole brutality of it. It has that.
It was visceral.
Yeah, it was just visceral. It has that.
It has that comic book like Venom feel to it when you look at like a Venom splash page.
Exactly.
Man, y'all gonna make me play that game again, man.
I'm staring at it right now.
Bruh, I want to download it, re-download it so bad. I didn't even beat the first one, but the second one was. I just really loved the second one for some reason. I don't know why.
And
Man,
Spider-Man with the Shadow, which is the reason why I want that remake, is because we have the perfect city for it. We have the perfect city that it feels lived in. So, and not to mention that system was basically the basis for all future Spider-Man games from going forward.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem with the Spider-Man remake is that you did not use the wall crawling mechanic, even though you could. Not like that.
That's interesting.
While in Spider-Man with the Shadows, you were forced to use it. You were forced to fight on the ground. You were forced to fight in the air, and you were forced to fight on the walls.
Here you go.
Fuck you, bro. I have a deep appreciation for this game.
Why you hate on the game? Wait. Oh, wait. Is this y'all both played it? Wait, do you not like the Spider-Man game, Dom? Or
I like the Spider-Man game. It's just Matt has a very he tries to get very wordy when it comes to the comic book game. He hides his fact. You don't read enough.
Fuck you. I do read enough. It's just I don't read like you. I'm not no goblin.
Shit, did you hear that, Mookie? Oh my god.
Okay, I'm not no goblin. I like to focus on other things.
He said he ain't got time to read that, dog. He said, get off my balls. I ain't got time. You hear that, Mookie? They was going in. But that's what homies do. Both of y'all picks was good, but I got one that I know everybody on the internet has probably talked about. I got a few. I want to see a remake of either Def Jam, Fight for New York, or like some type of re-release or something. I would definitely love to see that with maybe the fighting style of like the PSP game, because that actually gave you a little bit more grounded fighting mechanics. I would love to see a remake of that. And then I would definitely, I can't say Jack and Daxter because but then again, most of my games are kind of getting remade. I would love to see that. And I've heard that it may be in the works, but it's actually the Bloody Roar series. I would love to see a deep dive on that. I would actually love to see that, like how they've done with Injustice, like how they make it just so good, like the storyline and creating a good atmosphere. I would love to see if NetherRealm were to make it, or whatever team, whoever has it. I just want somebody comparable, or someone, that's gonna put their blood, sweat, and tears into it. I don't want it to be like a cash grab or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of sick and tired of remakes.
What's wrong, man? Yeah, like, what if, they're saying Resident Evil 4 remake is coming out, and that had tank controls. You literally could not move and shoot. I love that one,
but I feel like that's where the gaming industry is gonna suffer. You can't come up with original IPs So you're just gonna force feed when your base is. Hold on 1 second. Pause me if you can. Bro, shut my door. I'm doing a podcast. That's why I gave you the wrap it up signal. Okay. Alright, but yeah, like I think the gaming industry's gonna suffer because like, I get that nothing can be, nothing's original anymore. Everything is, pretty much what it is. But how do you spark innovation when your fan only reason you're doing it is because your fan base has reached the point of maturity? Okay, they're old enough now. We can throw that back out there. It's been like 10 years.
Bro, you can make the same argument with what's been on TV at the same time.
Well, yeah, well that's the argument. But I think in the gaming medium, it's a more interactive and emotional experience. And if you're lacking emotional and interactiveness,
okay,
that's the problem.
I could see how it's a double-edged sword because not all they're doing is taking original plots and just rehashing them and updating them to a modern audience. I can understand that.
They're not even doing that. They're just okay. Well, we can understand Resident Evil 2, or we can understand certain things that at the time of their creation, the technology wasn't as up to snuff for what the idea was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But then you get an argument from Sony, case in point, that they didn't care for Death Stranding.
Good choice. I have an eye for quality.
Really?
Good
It didn't
choice.
sell the way they
Yeah, that
wanted
is the
to.
thing.
Now, I get that it's not a game for everyone, but there's not a lot of games for everyone.
Not everybody bought Silent Hill. Like, I don't know why they expected just because Kojima's name was on it, it was gonna be like, everybody and their mom gonna buy it. Like, not everybody is into Kojima sometimes. It's just he's well respected because he makes great games. But as far as certain demographic, it's for a certain audience.
He's an
innovator.
And same thing with God of War 4, okay? We've had God of War games before. We've had, that mechanic has been done, amplified, and used over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But before it was humanize the character so much that you felt like you were playing and being invested into this experience. I think when you remake a game, I didn't play Final Fantasy VII when it first came out. I just couldn't read the text when I was younger. But what I can see now is a sense of humanity, a sense of not just in storytelling, but in the visual presentation.
I got a different point of view. I do. Now, when you said about remakes, it do seem like there's a lot. I am for remakes if they're going to be done right. Now, if it's just like, a game has come out and it's been a few years and they're like, oh, we're going to update it and we'll blah, 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 just re-release it. I mean, that's a little, that's a little greedy. That ain't cool. But if it's done the right way, that's fine. And then also, it's just a new way to experience an older game. So sometimes if you play a game that may not have had voice acting, and then for an example, Trials of Mana is a remake of a game back on the Super Nintendo back in Japan that we never got, and the game never had, of course, voice acting, and the gameplay was much different than it was. So that's a game that I'm gonna be playing pretty soon because it comes out the 24th. 8. But
that's.
Let me give you.
It's on my list too.
Yep.
Let me give you an example of a good and a bad remake game.
Let's go.
Fucking Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered.
Why was it bad? Let's go.
It's an exact duplicate.
Thank you for saying that, bro. It is. It wasn't
an
much
exact
different.
duplicate, just with a new cover and a couple and updated graphics. It's
Yeah, maybe
exactly.
textures were updated a little bit, but that's it.
I found
Persona 5 Royal.
everybody that says this game is so much better. It did not play the original game.
Man.
I was like, bruh, I played the original game. I got all the
First of all,
DLCs. Everybody was complaining.
we're not gonna go into this.
I'm kidding.
We're,
I remember now.
we're not gonna go to the poop show that is Assassin's Creed 3.
Canon, right?
The
First
poop
of all,
show?
That game.
Yeah.
Head to the backyard.
All right, I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
I'm adding it for the podcast. Cause you guys know, if anybody's listened to podcasts long enough, I swear so much to the demonetization of, whatever. So the poop show that is Assassin's Creed 3 couldn't even really grow road. Well, it did help. It was manured for Black Flag to grow into a beautiful flower. But story itself is ridiculous.
You like the other characters more than the main fucking character. That's what happened.
Well, not even that, bro. It just, honestly, the Assassin's Creed series, they cook too much, man. That's their
Yeah,
problem.
that's true.
They cook 3 of them at a time. It ain't even like they give one to marinate in the sauce for a minute, work out the kinks. They already got 2 in the oven after they finish the story. They're like, yo, we finished the writing on this. We can just voice acting, and sprinkle this in, and work on 2 more. The other 2 that they got working on, better, because they take notes from fans, but this is what's bad, this is what's bad, this is what's bad, same with Unity, but you know what I'm saying, that's neither here nor there. But remakes, like I said, I think we all have the same agreement that it is good to have a remake, because it's like different experience, new people can experience the game, but I feel like when people do, I just don't want the industry to, to lose innovation, but you can be like, well, there's indie games. Not everybody's gonna play an indie game. Not every gamer's gonna play an indie game.
I mean, everybody can't play every single game out there. It's, it's understandable. It's gonna happen.
That is true.
Well,
I guess I have a different opinion, because I'm gonna agree with Quentin. I don't mind a remake as long as it's done right. The problem is, they check. I don't like duplicates. There has to be something new about this game.
But that's the thing. That's the thing about Final. Resident Evil 4. How many times are you gonna force that thing? Do that thing? Everybody always buys it.
I'm one of them, because that is one of my favorite games. But they doing that remake, it got me. I'm not gonna say it got me worried, but it's weird, man. It's odd. I just don't know what they're gonna do. It feels like it's gonna be decent.
I get what Resident Evil 2 or Final Fantasy 7 or something that was 20 years ago before technology was. Game was at its and the point they're saying immersive is not. I get remaking some of those great games and giving it to a new audience. That's good, you know what I'm saying? But for me, they remake games that are only like 5 years old half the time.
That's that cash grabby stuff. I mean, people, you should be able to detect certain things like that. Just make sure you use the right signs, because some people, they don't realize that. I'm not gonna say all companies are good, because I got a thing on my channel that I don't like to disrespect game developers, especially the ones that I know that are gonna put out an honest product. You can tell the ones that are gonna, pull some grimy shit. It sounds weird when it comes out.
That's like,
I got a bad
and I think this will lead to my point about Final Fantasy that I have a big issue with. I sort of still have the issue with, but
Did you hear that?
playing 7's kind of be at ease with it, I guess, a little bit.
Around. Later.
I'll get to that if you want me to get into it now. I can. Give you a nice segue.
Oh, we gonna get into it for sure. We definitely are.
Alright.
So that's it. Everything on. Wait, where's the second? Oh yeah, about remakes. So what was next? As of right now, we covered remakes. We covered that. If you want, leave your review or your impressions. We gonna talk about that in a little bit, but I want to ask y'all something Actually, no, we're gonna segue into that after that. Tell me what was really concerning you about Final Fantasy VII, because now I'm a little intrigued because I don't exactly know what you're talking about.
My biggest worry about Final Fantasy VII was I didn't want a Final Fantasy 15 combat home. I wanted the combat to be seamless.
And that,
Okay.
Matt, you don't play enough JRPGs, so I understand from your point
Bruh,
of view.
let me finish my thought before you tell me a new one, bruh.
He about to go in,
No,
bro.
No, I'm not. No, I was really trying to give you props. Because one of the only people that I'm like, yo, if combat not good, this one hurts. You know what I'm saying? Because you like visceral combat.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So,
can play a game with a true story and have great visceral combat, and I'm not gonna knock you for it. Because you know, that's the aspect of gaming that you really know.
Let's try
That
that.
is
So I'm
legit.
not gonna knock you for it.
Yeah, that's legit. That's how me and Matt met. He literally saw Devil May Cry as I wrote it on a piece of paper pretty far away. If somebody had noticed that, I knew he played that a lot.
yeah. Like, Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, like, complex combat,
I get it.
RPGs, hack and slash, those are my bread and butters. So, that was my biggest worry. Like, I'm not complaining about, what am I saying now? I'm not complaining about Final Fantasy 15. Combat. What I wanted to be seamless.
I get what you're saying.
Look,
Oh yeah.
like when you,
And it is actually, it is pretty seamless now.
yeah, and that's what I wanted.
They don't stop and do the whole Final Fantasy thing, which kind of makes me mad. But
But at the same time, I understand this is a new game, and I need to honestly sit down and truly play it because I've only played like 5 minutes of it. 5 minutes of it so far. But
ooh,
I'm going to that. I'm going to admit it. I've only played maybe 5-10 minutes of it because I had other shit.
I feel you. I feel you. Well, yeah, of course, and I feel you on that combat loop though. That honestly, I like it better than 15 for sure.
But
It took a little while.
I will agree with
It took
Dom because I was at this place yesterday. They did definitely make Cloud more of a ninja in this. Like he doing the whole silent treatment like strong. I already knew he did it before, but for it to be in this capacity just makes it feel so much different.
Square ain't stupid. They like, we gonna take the most popular Final Fantasy game ever and we're gonna recreate it. They ain't gonna mess that
That's
up.
after we complained for like how many years?
Literally, like that game, like even the original has been released on so many different things, and people still love the original game on top of just Cloud as a character in general. And they had Crisis Core after that, which I played that game on PC something or PSP something crazy. But I mean, that is a game that I would definitely love to see. But of course, I mean, if I ain't gonna say it's an exclusive, so I ain't gonna expect to see it maybe on PC.
No, it's gonna be on Xbox.
Yeah.
It's only a year worth of exclusive. It was supposed to drop on Xbox the same time as PlayStation, but people got to be whiny little. People in America and Europe were like, "Yo, we don't want that," and Square was like, "We want that," but then they were like, "Well, fine, we'll just drop it on PS4 first."
PS4, and then
yeah, because it's
and
gonna
then
be
they paid
only
Square to
6
make
months.
an exclusive.
Yeah, because it's only gonna be on there for like a year. As an
Yeah.
exclusive.
I mean, yeah, time exclusives. Yeah, that's cute, but as they want to do it, that's the route they gotta go. But I mean, I would play it if I had a PS4, but I ain't dropping money on that.
Would you rather have your game be made to completion in a way that you originally wanted and it be limited to a single system? Or would you rather have your game be unfinished and released to a multitude?
I'd rather them finish it and release it to a multitude. They could do it. It just would have took more. It would have took longer. But people were being impatient. They want that game right then
Exactly.
and now.
Of course,
They
we're
gotta be
getting
patient.
involved in all that bullshit.
People and okay, you know what, I'm about to go into a tangent because this.
Okay, but let me. Here's you guys are touching on my thought that I had. My biggest concern.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Um, because I play so many JRPGs. Right now, I'll be playing Tales of Mana maybe. Once I get through the 40 hours of 7, because I'm already playing Persona 5 Royal Edition.
Mhm.
Which is
Fucking weeb.
This man gets so savage.
It's okay. It's okay. He can't sit down and grind out an RPG. He has to go play hack and slash. ADD.
I can grind out an RPG.
No, it has to be. Can't be turn based.
I want to see y'all play Xenoblade Chronicles too.
Oh, I could do turn-based gaming, bro. I just don't like it.
You see, my point exactly. For a man that is complaining about a Final Fantasy,
I am fully aware of
the ironic nature of the ironic nature of
gameplay of Pokemon. I can play it. It's just sometimes that shit gets repetitive.
That's an RPG though, but yet you can never mind.
Alright, I'm dead.
Never
I'm dead.
mind.
Hyping y'all up. I'm gonna shut up.
Never mind. Back to my main concern.
Okay, I'll leave the wizard alone.
Yes, I know. That's a shot, but I'll take it.
Come on, let's hear it. What's your concern? Nigga?
I can, even the game in its piece, even though it's in pieces.
Oh, the game being released by part 1 first, and then
Yeah, that is hella annoying.
I'm glad you said that. Yeah, that was a little weird. That I didn't expect, but that's the route they went.
But at the same time, it might not ever get off the ground.
That's true.
Not due to the pandemic, but due to.
Yeah, I'm gonna roast the fuck out of this too.
I mean, but wouldn't they be able to make the games? I mean, I'm not gonna say it's all through technology. It's just everything would have to be done far away. That's just the only thing. I don't know if it's gonna be more hands-on, but I don't know if the games will be more polished.
Not the pandemic that's gonna stop it, because we can all work from home. Everybody knows that by now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like gaming is a very gaming industry anyway. It's a very cubicle-based, isolated. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, being used to playing a lot of JRPGs now, and being very, very disappointed with 15 for a whole nother reason than most people were.
Wait, was your reason different than? Wait, what was your reason?
It was short as hell.
Yeah, it was short as hell.
How many hours was it?
A Final Fantasy game.
Is 120 hours to 100 to 200 hours.
Yep.
Your base RPG is.
Hmm.
Your base JRPG.
You can finish Final Fantasy
And
within
10
2,
hours
3 days?
maybe. 10 hours
Yeah,
maybe
2, 3
if
days.
you're just playing story, but like if you're grinding out, it roughly
Yeah.
calculates into 40 hours, but 40 something plus the DLC that doesn't really do much.
Yeah, the game is hella short. If you just do
Well,
it,
then you get the Royal Edition that can expand it a little bit, but still like.
but not by much, bro. Not by much at all.
Not by much at all.
I mean, I did have a lot of friends not like that game, man.
The DLCs
It's a good,
will literally
like,
piss you
good
off because
story.
of the potential play. This is what it should have been off the bat rather than
Yeah,
them releasing it later.
It's a good story, and they, if they released everything as a whole, then yeah, but I also
The worst part of that of the Final Fantasy 15 was the final level where you were going through the entire level with no weapons.
You have weapons.
No,
You have,
not
have
that.
weapons.
No, when you are
Oh.
when you are by yourself.
Oh, the
when
metal.
what's his
no
face got
team.
what's his
the
face
metal-
got yoinked?
The
What?
metal. Yeah, the Metal Gear section.
Yeah, you have no
But
weapons.
they shortened it. You didn't play it when it was long, did you?
I played it when it was long, and then I played it when it was shortened.
Okay, cause I played it. I played it when it was long. Cause I think I beat that game before you.
Yeah, you beat it like a day or two before I did.
Yeah, cause I beat it before a lot of people, and I was like, that's
Because me and you were playing it at the same exact time.
yeah, we
but
started
because-
exactly.
Because Dom is like a fucking hermit and has fingers like a rabbit, he'll sort of knock out a game, a 40-hour game in like a day.
This is how this man is cut. Okay, if it's a game
I'm
he's
aware.
gonna
I'm not
play,
roasting him. I'm
he's
saying
gonna
the
play
truth.
it. No, we ain't roasting him. It's just that's how this is. I'm telling the viewers, this is how this dude is cut. Dom will get a RPG, and I'm surprised because we had the podcast scheduled and he got surprised with the game. If we probably wasn't gonna be shooting this, we probably wouldn't even be hearing from Dom right now. He'd be knees deep, elbows in, all the way into that game right now. Because that is when you love JRPGs. Like right now, as we're talking, I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on my Switch. Like I'm trying to grind out just so I can at least finish this section. But
I'm 50 hours. I'm 58 hours into the Persona Royal, and I'm even though I'm playing on easy, I'm still one of those completionists. Only reason I play on easy, folks, is because my hands is a little slower than most.
yeah, before
but
somebody get to saying something.
I'm a completionist. These guys can tell you I will be level 99. I think that's probably what. Like, I was more upset that I'm getting an incomplete Final Fantasy game, even though I knew in my soul I was very happy. Don't get me wrong, I was joyful and excited to try it, but I'm like, I can't knock 100 hours. Most people don't get sad for not knocking 100 hours in one story, not completing the game. That's what people get wrong about JRPGs. You can spend 100 hours just going through the story. Nothing about doing side quests. Nothing about smacking monsters until you're level 99.
That's literally how I have to progress right now. Like I have to grind up so I can get like some different masteries so I can get to the next section. But that's why I like this game because it sometimes forces you to at least fight a little bit so you can at least progress a little bit longer. But for those of you that love JRPGs like us, you just gonna keep on fighting.
Mm-hmm.
No, you will. You make yourself a flow chart.
Bro, but I think that would be the game that you would like a lot, Dom. If you get a Switch, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I think you would spend a lot of time on it. And just the controls are so simple and so easy to use, man. It's so satisfying.
I'm getting Fire Emblem before anything else. Let's make this quite clear.
Hey.
You two and your fucking Switches.
Bro, you gotta join us, man. And no, I ain't buying it. Unless I'm rich and I got money. If I got it like that, then yeah, I got you. Until otherwise, you on your own.
I told you, I got bills.
I got bills too.
We all got bills. Don't act like you don't know.
But y'all don't got cars. You guys are gonna have to play cars.
What you mean? That's the whole point. I was gonna buy one, but now I'm scared to go do it. I gotta go do it with my dad, but he back in Ipsy, so I gotta wait.
All right, viewers.
Like,
This is what happens.
Goddamn.
This is what happens when we haven't seen each other in a while. Cause the quarantine plus it just be like that sometimes. But yeah.
At least this nigga got just so he can go see whenever he want.
Bro, I cannot imagine if I was back at my folks' house, bro.
All right. We're getting off topic here. I got to Joe button it back.
You ain't the Joe Button of the group. Yeah, we gotta get you mad and hype. We gotta get steam out of your ears. I gotta find a topic that's gonna get you very
Oh,
upset.
you know what the topic's gonna get you upset anyway. I know you got one of that back today.
I
know
mean,
you got one of
okay,
that
all right. This is a perfect time. We go segue onto the next section where I like to talk about some of the movies and comics and all of the nerddom that goes down. Because in a part of this quarantine, I actually decided to watch a movie about a character I barely knew anything about. I had to watch a little bit on him, but that was actually the Bloodshot movie. I don't know. Did any of y'all watch Bloodshot, or was I the only one that watched it?
You were the only one that watched it so far. 'Cause my thing is, I read Bloodshot. I actually have all the original '90s run of Bloodshot. And
I never read it.
Good, cause I got some questions, bro. Cause
all right, yeah.
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
divert you to Dom. He is the expert on it.
Cause I'm like looking at the universe.
I'm
There's so much
surprised.
more they're gonna bring over too.
Oh yeah, they're gonna bring Ninja. They're gonna bring what's his name? I can't think of the samurai. They're gonna bring Ex Machina. So
But they did choose the perfect actor for it.
I don't know. He didn't have hair in this one, which kind of made me mad. But
my man Vince Squeezle, I mean, at first I was like, Fast and Furious down. I don't care. But then the more I was watching the movie, it was, I mean, that fight scene was pretty good. I was like, it wasn't bad. There's a certain fight scene that you're gonna watch. You'd be surprised. You'd be like, oh, okay. But I don't know the origin, and I didn't read the comics, so I don't know if they messed it up or if they did a pretty decent job.
They can't really mess up Bloodshot because it's very 90s cheese.
Is it just nanotech warrior that has nanites in his blood?
He's dead. He's dead. You know, so that's why he's facing white. He got those, little red eyes and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
And he was pretty much he was topical of the elite stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they took him to the project. And it's a fun book. Like, I reread it every once in a while. They bring it back, I read it. I probably read like 30 issues or so, and then I'll be like, oh, alright, enough of that. Which I'm really happy to see that, like, a really independent character, like an independent character got to shine.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they were trying to do the web series, the TV show, which I thought would have been a lot better.
Yes.
For it, but I'm glad that Vin Diesel pushed for that movie. I'm glad that they did it. Do I think it's hilarious that something that I read for like shits and giggles? Definitely. I'm happy I heard that they were gonna bring Ninja and stuff in, so hopefully.
They said they want Will Smith to play him. Well, I don't know if that was true or not.
We'll get a bunch of cool different people. Like I said, if you like 90s comics, 90s nostalgia, like big guns and explosions, that is the key to read. I would say that Valiant, when they came back, when they did their music for their whole lineup like 10 years ago.
We'll kick it off me.
You should read that. Like I'm always a big fan for anything. I don't, I try to stick away from the idea of accuracy nowadays because I've grown into knowing that what I want to see in a film, I have to be more political. Ex-girlfriend call. Sorry about that, fans. As I've grown to be more political in my film watching, it's like me and Matt watching Birds of Prey.
We disassembled that movie right after we saw it.
Yeah, but at the same time, we haven't been very critical. We stopped being very critical of a movie.
Yeah.
We know that the rest of the world has to watch it.
But was it bad?
Very hard thing.
It wasn't bad, but we went in there.
No, it's not. It's not terrible. Actually, if you go in with no expectations, it's very good.
Yeah.
Which we both went into with no expectations.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Um,
But by far not a Joker. By far.
It's a lot like Tank Girl. Of course not. But even the Joker is this taxi driver with a man with face paint. So, and a little more psychotic. For those that know the reference to Taxi Driver, go back to the movies.
Come on.
Okay.
So
That
pretty
is-
that you might feel uncomfortable. That's why Robert De Niro was in the movie. Because he was in Taxi Driver.
That makes sense now. I didn't know that. Hey,
Talking
food for thought.
every scene is Taxi Driver. But that's because I'm an all-around nerd, and I get those small meaningless references. Because the minute Matt, it was me and Matt at the movie again, and the minute the Joker came on, I was like, it's Taxi Driver.
Well, at least you picked up on it, so.
He
See,
looked at me
the
and
Easter eggs are for a reason, people.
What the hell is Taxi? And it had to be. Well, not even that. It was like the opening scene. I was like, Matt, didn't I say yeah? I said that like before the credits stopped rolling. For the opening scene, I was like, Taxi Driver.
Yeah, it was.
It's crazy.
You know,
Also a very great movie to watch. There was a video game supposed to be made for it. Back when they made The Warriors, they were making Taxi Driver, Godfather, and that. But I don't think Taxi Driver, and that movie's so controversial because it deals with child prostitution. That I don't think the game was really made. But the movies are really good. Look at late 1970s New York.
I got a question for y'all.
Punk fans.
Yeah.
And this gonna sound weird. Just because I've been trying to look this up so much. For those of you that don't know, because I haven't actually posted it yet, just like Dom, I am a huge Spawn fan. Like, even Mortal Kombat, I damn near got everything for this man. But
He kicked my ass with Spawn.
but hold up. But here's the thing. Just with all this,
I have something to say about that movie.
wait, hold it 1 second. I am worried because I've read what Todd wants to do, and it sounds like he wants to make a Spawn movie without Spawn. So, just in case, if that is not correct for what I read, please jump in, Dom. Go ahead and just
Okay, let me cut in on this one.
Should I do this? Should I do this for him or?
Yeah, but let me first get
I'm a
in my words.
fan.
Let me get
You're
in my
not a
words.
fan.
Hold up, let Matt come in real quick.
The reason why it's gonna be without Spawn is because it's the early Spawn because of the fact that all he did was hang out in alleys. Like, come on.
Well, no, it's not even the point. You're missing the point.
Why am I missing?
Once again, you're missing the whole point of what really. See, this is how I know I gotta get you to read more.
Bruh, I just don't read as much. I'm just
well, no,
like you right now.
Well, not even that, but like in general, like you know the history because you Wikipedia. I got you. But if it was some Batman shit, I couldn't argue with you. If it's some Black Panther shit, I'm not gonna argue with you. That's so real.
If it's like most DC or Marvel shit, you can't argue with.
But the one character,
I can't argue with him with Dark Horse. Anything Dark Horse.
well, you can't even argue with me with Marvel or
I
Spider-Man.
can my jazz.
You can hold your own though. Let's say that. You give me 10 rounds, no knockout. Give me 10 rounds, no knockout.
We're gonna tie.
They will go to a draw. See, I'm being real honest with you. You know I'm one of them. Okay, so viewers, let's just put this out here. I am, and I'm not gonna say I know it all. Never gonna say it. You're always better than me, right?
He reads comic books like a religious pastor.
He probably eat him if you let him.
Yeah, we'll probably eat it. If comics were a food, he would say everything.
I would be an obese man.
He probably
I'd be
got
very
one next
obese.
to him right now. I bet you.
I have about 4 next to him. I have, yeah.
He probably got like one in easy reach.
He got probably
Yep, I
some
do.
dark shit. What you got? Like some. You got some Hellboy. You probably reading? Did you finish
He
that already?
probably got some Witchblade near him.
You got something, man.
Well, no, I'm actually reading all my spawns from 3 years ago right now. Cause
And
that-
yet you wouldn't let me buy that fucking statue for you.
yeah, and I'm never gonna have a man. I'm never gonna owe a man money like that. Don't you know that?
Okay.
All right, inform us on this movie situation.
I went to Michigan Comic-Con last year, and I showed this nigga a Spawn statue that is normally runs probably $300. It was half off. I was about to buy me one, and then I was like, nah. If I buy me one, I can't let my nigga go without one.
Thinking it was funny.
So I sent him a picture going like, I will buy this.
I sat up and thought about it. I had to pay rent though.
I go like, I will buy this for you, but you gotta pay me back.
Alright, but this is true. But the problem with his movie idea isn't that it would be like that. 'Cause if you read any early Spawn comics, like I'd say up until about 100, he lurks in the shadows, and it's not like he's lurking because he's just that's when he's pretty much Batman and Spider-Man mixed at one point, with big giant guns and some good stories.
And murderous people.
Yes, but I think it would work because if you're doing the horror aspect of it.
But I mean, he's just such a cool character, though. Like, you're gonna take a big chunk of the movie to make him like a boogeyman figure, but
Well, that's
people
what he is
like
in the book. But that's what he is in the books. He's a boogeyman figure for a very long, for a large number of it. He's the boogeyman because he's taking out regular humans. When it's something supernatural or like a cyborg, like what's his name, Overkill, or the Gorilla character.
I forgot. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He comes out of it for those characters. For certain characters, still lurk in the shadows. Even now, what I do like about the Return of El Simmons, for those that want to get deep involved, I might have to do like a whole.
And this is where I'm lost.
Full hour. For the Return of El Simmons, it would be like right now, 2015 to 2020. El Simmons has been back. He was locked in purgatory. He put himself. He committed. He blew up his own head with his own power, and put himself in limbo because he got sick and tired of being the defender of Earth and fighting against heaven and hell. He was like, no, I'm not doing it. You guys suck. I'm gonna just put myself in.
Behold,
So he did, and
Was that after he fought like God and the devil and whatnot?
That's new.
You
That's
must be the
new.
Crimson
Oh,
Ranger
oh
of
yeah,
all
my bad.
tales.
You just said the year. Yeah, but I wasn't paying attention. My bad.
Why would
That
Balder
whole guy.
True
Yep, and I just read that.
mount this
And that's-
coward
Yeah, you must have read my review. Shout out to you.
Oh no, I already knew about it, but I didn't know you had a review up. I'm gonna have to look at that. See what you done
Yeah,
did.
it's on my it's on my Facebook page.
I bet.
And it's a good starting point for
a
you.
pity.
For fans, old school fans, it's a very good starting point. For new school fans, I would tell you go back and read the original stuff. Just because you have to go to the Torture Man journey. But I think in the movie, if you do slightly horror aspects
you again.
and not full blown
This
90s
series will
action
not be
flick, even
forgotten.
though I love the 90s
Until the
action
next
flick,
time.
I would think it's the most accurate movie. minus a few things, and I'm a super Spawn fan. I mean, I got
Fight, you
every
coward!
issue, and I've probably read every
You
issue
won't get away,
except for the most
Crimson
current
Wizard.
stuff, at least
Not again.
4 times over. I would say the movie suffers from Todd McFarlane wanting to be
Your Majesty!
the director.
You're
I
safe.
had this full conversation last night with a drunk.
Durad, have you returned?
Yeah, cause
And I
he.
guess
Your
Todd
Majesty,
wants Todd
you
McFarlane.
know my
Well,
mother?
he does really good and bad
You
things.
mean
He's a douchebag, and he
you
wants
are
full control of his
the
character, which I
daughter of
understand.
Valda?
But with
True
movies, you
queen?
can't just have full control of
Yes,
your character
well,
like that. You can't have
She
directorial
attempted to take
control.
my life.
They already did that with Frank Miller.
To
You know,
think
the Spirit.
that
That's why
Valda
it
had a
bombed.
daughter all along.
Bad idea. Hollywood's
What do you
not gonna do
mean?
that again. I like the Spirit. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a
Forgive
bad
me.
movie, but it was a bad
I meant no
idea
insult.
to have a comic
You
book
can't
artist
just say something like that and
direct
expect
the
me not to
film
have questions.
and not know
Tell
how
me.
films work.
Hey, you can't talk to the king like
Uh,
that. Take it back.
But Spawn, I think, is gonna
Be
suffer. There
still,
probably
I am
won't
not
be another.
offended.
He probably won't
My
even get the
apologies,
movie because
Princess.
originally he
You
wanted
may
to
one day
do
learn the
the
truth.
animated after he couldn't
But
get the
now
movie
is
the
not the
first time,
time.
and it felt like that was a
I
good
am,
idea.
however,
And him
worried
lurking around in the
about
shadows
Valda.
felt like a good idea.
She's a
The whole
kind
movie is him
soul.
as a horror
I
fan.
cannot imagine
There's
her
actually
deciding to throw
a
her
good
daughter's
representation
life
of what
away.
it might be like, though, in a short fan film.
Well, on the internet, right, where the kid got lured in and he was trying to get the necklace or whatever.
We are searching for the
Bro,
element.
that was good. That was done so good. I liked it.
But that's what a Spawn comic feels like. That whole little short story film. So when you think about Spawn lurking in the shadows and not showing up,
Are all traveling under Fairy's guidance.
you shouldn't think of him not appearing.
I have met
That's
one
what
of
I
the
want
kind.
though. That the way it sound like when I was reading articles was like you just ain't gonna see him. Period. It's just like an Insidious or some weird like just supernatural movie where you may like see him for like maybe like not even a quick second, just like not at all. Like he's just something that people are scared of, which I would get, but at the same
No,
time
you're
I'm like
gonna-
I
you're
just
gonna-
wanted.
You're gonna have,
ill for the world.
but you would have to see him because he's gonna have to fight the
Eight
Violator
mana
or whoever they're gonna
stones
throw in
exist
his
in the
face. But my thing is, I think you
Powers
lost the
of earth,
fact of
Water,
what Spawn,
fire,
what Spawn
wind,
is, even in the animated
light,
series, like how he shows up. You know what I'm saying?
darkness,
Mhm.
the moon.
Another good
War
example of him popping up
originate
only at certain
from
points
these
of the animated
stones.
series.
You will find
Because
Yeah.
you
the
get Sam
elemental
and Twitch
spirits
being
of
the,
each stone
he
living
would
nearby.
he would affect the background story of what's going on,
elementals of light and earth.
and that's always the most interesting fact, I think.
No, I'm not saying like I don't like that as a thing.
Well, no,
like
well, I know what you meant when you were like you were confused on what. But when I said
Six
that
Remake.
short story was the
You
best,
must travel to
that fan
Polyport.
film was
Mhm.
the best
From Visor. From
example
there,
of
you
what
can reach the Ronce
Yes.
Mana
should be.
Stone.
You
is
instantly
the
got
Wind
it. Like,
Stone.
yeah, that's what I
yeah,
want.
that makes
Your
sense.
Majesty,
That makes
Creepy
sense.
stuff.
find the
Like you
stones.
don't even need to know, but then you show up like,
You
yeah,
need
yeah, like
six
you're like, oh, you know,
powers in order to
glowing
find
green
the
eyes and
remaining
the chains
stones.
and the flowing cape.
Return
You know,
once
you
have
want
found
that.
him.
Everybody wants that. That's
Safe
an imagery
travels
that
to
we
you
all
all.
grew up loving. On transference over to the Mortal Kombat though. Kudos
Ooh.
on NetherRealm Studio for making the most accurate into talking to Todd McFarlane, even though he's a douchebag, and I'm gonna love him. So if you ever hear this, Todd, you're a douchebag, but I love you because you made my favorite character of all time. You've been fun since I was like 5, and shit's great. That character is so well made, I cried.
I did too. I'm so happy we had the same reaction because just watching
I
that
cried.
trailer, they nailed everything. It
And
was
then
like this is
playing
what
him-
I thought it would
Then
be like.
playing him, I was like, oh.
Bruh, his slam where he grab your face and jump and his just cape just bruh. That's literally like my favorite combo ender, bruh. Like he has so much.
Nah,
Just-
the four Wanda combo. Even though I can't pull it off, my friend pulled it on me, and I was like, you know why it's called four Wanda? Have you thought about that? Why his combo, the four Wanda, is called the four Wanda?
I ain't tried it.
It's okay. So it's his cape combo that links into a chain, his chain up. But then he skins you with the ecto skin. You know the one.
Oh, where it rips your flesh off and you just he like burn you up.
And he burns you up. But you know why that's called the four Wanda?
I'm still setting
Wait,
up my
why?
convention.
Cause in the movie, what happened to him?
What, when he just, when he got burned?
Yeah, and what he say? What he say when he got bombed?
He screamed,
What do you-
for
for Wanda.
yeah.
I did it for Wanda. And I was like, that shit is the greatest.
That is nuts. I didn't think about that for a minute. Yo, they really did. They did just really good. And then if you watch for those of you that don't know, if you watch like the intros or anything like that, even just him talking with like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, how they merged him with the universe itself, and it worked so good. So good. Freaking Scorpion and Sub-Zero, Scorpion and Spawn, because they're both Hellspawns, talking about just how Malbolgia's stinking, them being connected and all the hells. I was like, yo, this is good that they made it all connected. So
and then Noob Saibot is the one that's my favorite.
he was about to yoink this man's power. I'm like, all the Hellspawn characters, they just like, and then people with Myron Spawn, or even the mirror matches with him too, and just his outros, bro. Like the one where his chains pop out when he jump up in the air, I think is probably my favorite. And then the Nemesis intro where his cape is flowing. It's my favorite shit. That's the main two and the only two that I really put on like that.
The Malbolgia.
That just the way, bro, how detailed it. I don't know how they did it, man.
Come on. First of all, I don't even like to pull off his fatality, and I love pulling off his fatality.
His outros are so good.
But just to see him fall to hell and go to Malbolgia, and Malbolgia's mouth opens, and you're like,
in slow motion, bro. In slow motion.
It's like they did everything properly. And then his tower story is even probably handily the best DLC.
And then and to get all of his gear, you just play the towers. Like for some of the original characters, you gotta do some dumb shit. But for him, you just play the towers until, you get to the last one. And then the requirements aren't hard. You can just turn the computer on easy. If you need to get, flawlesses or something, you can do it that way too. You ain't gotta like do it the hard way. So you got plenty of options to get his stuff. So I like it that they made him very, very accessible, especially when you get him. None of his stuff was hard to get. Oh man.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Have you guys read? Okay, since these two are like extreme Spawn nerds, and I'm just, I feel like a premature child. In comparison, what else have you guys been reading?
Comic-wise?
Yeah.
Not a damn thing. I read nothing.
Well, what I've read during the quarantine, Criminal, Redneck, what else did I read? I've read so much. I keep caught up off my father stuff. Spawn runs. Comic wise though, what I was really liking, something is killing the children. Something is killing the children. It's probably my all-time, it's my favorite right now.
I got done reading Deceased.
Which one is Deceased?
Huh?
Is Deceased the new Hickman book?
Yeah.
The oversized. Can you send me a link of what that looks like real quick? This
Like,
is what I think it is. The Hickman book? Is it through Image?
No, it's not through Image.
Then it's not the one I'm thinking about.
No, Deceased. Deceased, as in, like, the DC zombies.
Oh, God. Now I know what you're talking about. I'm like, forgot I was talking to DC, man. I was
This is
I
the
read
nickname.
it.
That's what we're
I
gonna call
just
you.
kinda, it was
How
a
do you like
different
it?
book.
How do you like it though?
I liked it because it basically challenges all the ideals of what DC comics are basically about. It deconstructs every single character.
Is it better? Is it better than Heroes in Crisis?
Yes.
Because Heroes in
By
Crisis
my
was a great idea. Heroes in Crisis was trash, but it was a great idea.
Like, it puts each character in a situation in which there is no hope. There is no way of this getting better. There is no way. There is no cure. All you can do is try not to get infected.
Ooh. You read that around this time, like right now? You bold.
Yeah, why not?
You bold,
Well,
bro.
Well, I read it a week before the quarantine, bro.
Oh
Was
yeah.
that right?
I bet that spooked you for a bit. She was like, oh, wait a minute.
I was like, oh damn, we're gonna have zombies.
That's some odd timing, man.
It's yeah, I can't do, you know the big reason why I've kind of pulled away from the big two
Why?
is because I can't do the events anymore. I think they have people have great stories, and well, Hickman's run on X-Men right now I'm really liking, actually, with Krakoa and all the stuff that Hickman's doing with X-Men. I'm enjoying. I enjoyed. But right now it's just like DC has great writers, but every 6 months everybody's got to do an event, and it's like, can you just give me a good solid 30-issue run? Or
Yeah, I can get that.
Run? And for a person like me that reads a lot of comics, like Matt reads a lot of comics, I give Matt lots of comics that he reads.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. But in comparison to Dom, I don't read that much.
Nah, you don't even read half as much as my friends do, and
I read a fuck ton.
you read a bulk of stuff. When he waits till everything is done to read. I read as it's happening. So
And then I read all at once, like a
yeah, so
psychopath.
he's more satisfied that way. Where I read as it's happening, and is not satisfied, cause yeah, I'm already on to the next. I will say though, DC's Black Label books.
Oh,
Good to
yes.
go. Good to go.
Like, this nigga is part of the reason why to get me to read more books as they were going. He started grabbing Batman Who Laughs for me. Like,
Well, I knew you couldn't get the things that you wanted, and I was like, I have connections, and I can give them to you. Just give me, I don't care. You don't even have to pay me. I do it because Matt likes books, and Matt helps me out, and we be homies. But it's the good time to read comics. It's a good time to play games. It's a good time to actually talk to your fucking friends during this time of need.
Exactly. It's okay. It's okay to talk.
Be safe.
Yeah, it's okay to talk about it.
Keep your ass home and be safe.
I know.
and this is a perfect nerd time too.
Oh, dude, so much.
Because
much.
we nerds and everybody in the audience understands.
We ain't got time for half the
stuff.
we gonna be fine. We ain't got half the time. We ain't got half the time to enjoy some of the stuff we like. Like, I read a lot of comics, but there's only few and far between when I got like actual time to sit down. I have a political job now. Matt knows this. Quentin, you know this too. So my job is more. I have a job now that's more active than it used to be. Than I used to be. So I used to be able to knock out everything. Now I can play Final Fantasy VII, Tales of Mana, which I can't wait for. Even though it's like, I'm excited because it's $50. And it looks like a solid $100. Looks like a solid $100 game. Like, I mean, under $100 game.
And the combat was pretty nice. Did y'all get a demo too? Because we got a demo on Switch.
Yeah, we got a demo. I played. I got sold. I was like, oh, I'm sold.
Legit. Same. I don't even think I talked about it on the channel because I'm waiting until the game drops because I'm gonna review it. But
I definitely think that's something that you need to review for the Switch users.
Oh, Brett. I bought the original when they released it on Switch, and then like way back in the day, back when emulators was like all over the place. That's how I actually played the original Trials of Mana, was through an emulator. So, but I could never find the game anywhere. I looked it up. I was like, how come I can't find this nowhere? Come to find out, it was never launched in the U.S. I was like, that shit makes sense.
But I think it's a good way to launch it in the U.S. now with the way that I like the art style. I don't know if I'm gonna be a fan of the story though.
I did beat it. Well, I ain't gonna say I beat it. I got pretty damn far. I'll be honest. But the story is definitely it has its high points, but depending on the characters you pick, there were some stories I like better if they keep it the original way, which so far they did.
So each character has a different story than the other?
Yep, because Durin, he's all about fighting a Crimson Wizard because his dad. I don't know if I want to spoil it, bro. Because
his dad.
Man, I
played the demo, so his story is different than everybody.
Bro, everybody's story is completely different. But when you get the two other side characters, it's just you're meant to play the game like 6 different times, so you can just mix up with different characters that you like to keep in your party. That's pretty much all.
Oh God, you just said the same. You just said
6 different times you have to play that game. If you want to know everybody's story and play every single character, start to finish, you gotta play this shit 6 different times. Because you have to get 6 different perspectives. So is it still that solid $100 game? Or did that shit just multiply, boy?
It's solid for $50. That's a very dumb
Let's
game.
set this up real quick. What have you guys been on your anime game lately, or no?
A little.
Yeah, yes and no. I just seen that they put out a season 3 of Kingdom, which I'm very excited for.
The reason why I say this is because I need to know if Quentin has seen the My Hero Academia movie.
The one that came out earlier.
Yeah.
Dog, me and Jess we're actually thinking about. I don't know if it's able to. I just want to find it, but we want to watch it. We saw it was One Justice, I think, or no, that's the game. We saw the movie before the one y'all went to go see. We saw that one recently, but no, I didn't see the new one that came out yet. I need to.
I don't think we need to talk about it on here, bro.
Was it?
I'm not saying that it's bad, and I'm not saying that, and I don't mean to cut Matt off. I just don't want to ruin it for you.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
So it's not. Wait,
it's
not
stuff about the movie without spoiling it.
It's not. Give it to him, fam. Give it to him. Take him to church, fam. Take him to church, fam.
The only thing that I would say about this movie, it is very DBZ reference-esque in terms of how the characters act.
That is my boy!
But
I have to give it to you, man.
Hey,
I didn't know what you were gonna say, but you were gonna say the exact same thing that I wanted you to say, because we're not going to spoil this for you.
Hold up, real quick, but before y'all say that, I had a good homie I work with. Shout out to Derek, dog. I miss you, man. He was the homie. He came by the desk. We talked about everything. Bro, I'm telling you, he like another version of y'all, dog. He on that nerd stuff, but he looked like Rome from Dorentainment a little bit.